Welcome back, super friends and super family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to Heartstopper Season 2, Episodes 5 and 6. So, we have romance in Paris, love, and possibly a little bit of trouble in Paris too. Obviously, we had some big developments, especially with Imogen and with Ben. This is kind of a random... I never thought I would be saying this, but there is just this small part of me that almost hopes... It seems so impossible from my perspective right now. Like, Ben has dug himself into such a villain, evil type of unlikable hole that there's almost a small part of me that wants to see if it's possible for his character to have some sort of redemption arc. Maybe it's just my contrarian brain. I feel like the main reason, actually, two reasons. I think the actor of Ben, is doing a really, really good job of just making his character feel believable, even as he's being so nasty and just unpleasant towards everyone around him. But I also feel like it would be very difficult from a writing perspective. Like, if you gave me the challenge, like, okay, write a redemption arc for Ben, it would be hard. It would be very challenging, especially with how we've kind of seen him double down in some of his nastiness with this season. So is that weird of me? I never thought I'd be saying this. I hate Ben, don't get me wrong right now, but I like the actor quite a bit. I think he's doing a good job. That would just be kind of it was just a weird random thought I was having right before filming this. But I'm excited to see the developments of all the characters. I feel like we have a lot going on, and I'm so curious how we're going to leave things off with season 2, or is there going to be a setup for the third season? Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. We still have several episodes. I believe there's 8 this season as well. Maybe there's more. I didn't check, but I think it's the same number as the first season. So a lot could happen at the halfway point. But as always, the full unedited reaction is up on Patreon if you want to sign up and support. That's also where you can watch the next 2 episodes if you don't want to wait to see those reactions. For now, let's get into today's reaction, Heartstopper Season 2, Episodes 5 and 6. Hey, he hasn't even responded. Okay, not a good sign. Oh, I forgot about the immediate crisis. How do you cover up the hickey?
Oh my god. Is that...
Yes.
Did I do that?
Yes.
Do you think anyone will notice?
Yes.
But no one will notice you.
That's true. But anyone who's paying attention will kind of know.
How to do that, to be honest.
It's fine. I really enjoyed it a lot.
What are you two doing in there?
How's he gonna react?
Get that bruise on your neck?
Put it together?
Oh my god. You!
Yes.
We will be having words. I'll be there in a minute. Help me.
Oi, Charlie Spring! What, who gave you that hickey?
Ben knows, obviously.
Not hungry?
Not anymore.
I'll pack you a croissant, so if you get hungry later, we'll have a slap.
You're the best.
True.
Wait, is it true James McEwen gave you that hickey?
Who?
Did you see that guy down in reception, like dark hair? I think he gave Charlie his nose.
Oh my gosh, man. Is he gonna at least apologize to Imogen? I don't think so. Works every time.
And that's to practice your French skills.
Oh, all easy for Nick.
Starting with Charlie Spring and James McEwen.
Unlucky.
Next up is Nick Nelson and Ben Hope.
Oh my gosh, talk about unlucky pairings.
I don't want to go with Nick Nelson.
Don't give a rat's sauce, rude boy. Grow up.
It's like the universe keeps forcing them together, I swear. She's happy.
Next we have Tara and Darcy.
Okay, that's lucky.
Do you think this is right?
I don't take French, but I know that's wrong.
Get a laugh out of your mates, but do you ever stop and think how you're actually making people feel?
No, he doesn't.
Like, just because we're both gay means we must fancy each other.
He's like, I fancy someone else.
I just don't want him to think it was me.
He knows it wasn't you.
The relief. The relief.
It wasn't him, was it?
No.
Just kiss, they'll figure it out.
Darcy, remember when we were walking into Truro?
She definitely remembers. She just isn't ready to talk about it.
You know what? Never mind.
It can be scary talking about your feelings, especially as a teenager.
Are you happy?
Yes.
What?
You do not look happy.
You were the one who told her about me and Charlie, aren't you?
Oh my gosh. He blames everyone besides himself.
Mess up my life.
You never cared about either of them.
Exactly.
Imagine for popularity points, and you didn't actually like Charlie. You just liked having control over him.
Exactly. And you know that's the truth, bro.
I said I want Charlie back.
Too bad. Too bad.
I get it, I was a dick back then, but I was dealing with my own shit.
Oh my gosh.
Charlie really liked me before you got in his head. At least I was nice enough not to give him a hickey where everyone could see.
I mean, clearly Ben hasn't learned a thing.
You didn't get tickets for the lift?
No.
How much is it? Tickets for the lift. What happens if you're actually vacationing in Paris and they're filming the day you show up? Do you just not get to go up to the Eiffel Tower? That'd be bad timing, right? Take a little break. You deserve it.
Is that hickey from you then? You jealous? I'm not gay.
Nah, leave him alone, lads. Come on.
Dang, I'm surprised. Harry, what is up with him? Right? Am I crazy?
Harry, just stick up for us.
Yes, right? What is going on?
I think he did.
Weird.
Very, very, very weird.
Maybe we shouldn't be hanging out right now. More people might think it was you.
No, no, no.
You do know it was me, right?
What did you bring? Oh, dang, his dad called.
You really don't think things are gonna work out?
Even if she does like me back, and even if something did happen,
Then what?
I'd still mess it up like I always do with everything.
Don't say that, man. It's gonna be a self-fulfilling prophecy.
In one thing you've messed up.
My art coursework, your life multiple times.
How?
I like how I had examples ready, though.
I'm basically the reason you got outed last year.
Oh, really? What happened?
After you came out to us, I was talking about you with Isaac. Someone overheard, and next thing we know, you're getting bullied every single day.
Oh, dang. That's really what happened?
We've been friends since the first day of year 7.
Hey, I'm Tal.
No way, no way. Little Tal, little Charlie.
Have you seen the Romeo and Juliet movie from the 90s?
No.
It's one of my favourite movies, and it's got a Radiohead song on the credits.
It does?
You were the only person I met that day that I really wanted to be friends with.
Are you guilt-tripping me into being nice about myself?
You're a good person who deserves love.
Well said.
Wait, isn't that for you and Nick?
This is a friendship one.
People might think you gave me this hickey if you keep this up.
Guys, come on. We need to get to the Louvre.
Don't overthink it.
I'm gonna...
So nervous.
You have until 5 p.m. And if any of you gets lost, we will be leaving you here to get locked in.
Good policy.
Wait, that's the Mona Lisa. That's it. It's rubbish. What? Darcy, it's art.
There's always one person who thinks the great art is overrated, right? You can tell Elle is just taking all this in on a whole other level. Like, the others are having fun, but she loves art.
It's nice to look at.
You don't always need to understand it to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I guess that's true of real life. I have to understand your feelings completely to know that you like something. Always have figured everything out, you can just feel.
She's gonna take some of that Nick wisdom to heart, right? That's something Nick does quite frequently.
Wait, where are we going?
No idea.
They can thank Nick at the wedding speech.
What?
I just love being here.
With you.
See the Greek stuff.
Jeez.
Bringing down everyone's mood.
I should probably tell you when we're on the Eiffel Tower.
I almost pushed Ben off. Sorry.
He still has a chance of getting back with you. He doesn't. Right.
What? Why does he look so worried? What, is he worried that... I don't get it.
Come on, you lot.
Is it just the dark shadow that is Ben? Or is he worried about something in particular?
I didn't even want to say I love you back.
It was just a casual I love you.
Is there ever a fully casual...
Hey.
What happened, man? He's not gonna pass out or something, is he? He doesn't look well.
I don't feel very well.
Oh, great, catch him, quick!
I thought this trip would be awful, but I think it's my favorite holiday yet.
Really?
Better to have a good ending and a rough start than vice versa.
You would literally have to tie me to a chair if you wanted me to watch that actual
Never
monstrosity.
seen it. Oh, no way!
I'm so sorry. Let's just forget that happened.
How could they forget?
I don't know how to do this.
You guys did okay.
Stand in front of it, I'll show you. Go on. And do the pose
What,
as
he
well.
thinks he looks like that?
Yes, you do. Go on.
Come on, pose. He needs that top hat too, I swear.
If you need to sit down or you just want to rest on the couch, that's fine.
Oh, there he is in the background, I swear.
We'll let you chill out a bit.
Fist bump? Mr. Farouk, you're the man.
I don't know, it kind of feels like it's gotten worse lately. Like I feel like you eat less than you used to.
Something's up. You look so uncomfortable talking about this.
You have nothing to be sorry about. I want to understand.
I know I don't eat like normal people.
Oh dang, I didn't realize.
Sometimes it feels like the only thing I can control in my life. That makes zero sense. You can just forget this.
It does make sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
If there's anything that I can do to make things less stressful, cheering you up, I'm your boyfriend, Charlie.
He's there to help you through it, right?
It's a bit dry.
Oh dang, really?
Yeah.
This.
Dang. Oh, I need to go to Paris, man.
Hello, papa.
What's he saying?
Ça va? J'ai pu le faire? Ok. À bientôt.
It seems like Nick really wants to meet with his dad too, right?
You speak French fluently.
Literally no one knew.
Wait, do you like the fact that I speak French?
I mean, it's pretty cool, right?
It's fine.
Mon amour.
Oh my god, you're so green. Leave me alone, you dick. Oh, no.
My dad wants to meet up like today.
You ever mentioned your dad before?
I'm guessing because it's a complicated relationship.
He's not really a big part of my life anymore. He's not the most reliable. He's still my dad, so...
Hopefully he actually shows up and meets him, doesn't cancel last minute.
Introduce you to him.
Yeah.
Hopefully that goes well.
How about we promise? Tell each other when we've got stuff going on.
That's a good rule.
When are you actually meeting up with him? And
I said I'd meet him in a cafe in 20 minutes.
Do they have to sneak off, or are they allowed to just go off?
Sur les trottoirs, je pense à toi. On accélérait.
Hey, if they cast Olivia Colman as Nick's mother, who did they cast as his father? I wonder if it'll be someone famous.
Nicolas!
Oh no, I don't know who that is.
would you feel better if I waited here?
No, please come with me.
Okay, fingers crossed, no problems. Oh, Truth or Dare? That's the title of the episode? Huh.
So, you meet Nick in school?
Yeah.
So good to see you in Paris. You never visit.
I mean, of course not, he's in school.
Visit every summer.
Oh, okay, okay.
You know, I'd still like to meet her sometime if you wanted me to.
Yeah. Perhaps someday soon. Hmm?
Is he putting it off indefinitely?
Size of Paris?
We went to the Eiffel Tower, Sacré-Cœur.
The Louvre this morning.
Excuse me for a moment.
Well, it seems to be going okay, right?
You doing okay?
I think so.
Don't tell me he has to leave or something.
I'm sorry, boys. Something has come up and I just can't get out of it.
What do you mean? What do you do for work?
I'm coming to England next week.
Oh.
I'm sure Mum would be okay with it. David will want to see you.
I miss that boy.
Is David the favorite son? Was that look right there?
Laisse pas tomber le rugby. Les filles adorent les joueurs de rugby. David avait plein de petites copines quand il avait ton âge.
Oh.
It was good to meet you, Charlie. Wonderful to meet one of Nick's friends.
Yeah, you too.
They're seemingly harmless comments, but are they really? I don't think so.
That was fast.
And that was, yeah.
I really thought I could talk to him about you. He doesn't know me. I mean, he knows I like rugby.
That does suck if you have a parent who doesn't really know you, right?
Have you still not found her?
He's gonna share the news?
I have something to share.
Okay.
Me and Elle kissed.
No way.
No, you didn't!
We
Good
kissed.
celebration. And it's just the same over here.
Third kiss was like amazing. 3 times!
This is the best thing that's ever happened!
So you need to talk to her. I'm gonna text the girls.
Wait.
You have to ask him to be your boyfriend. I'm sure he'll say yes. It's too soon.
I don't think so. I think he's ready.
So, like, are we...
Sometimes words are not necessary.
You wanted to come out to him.
I know I've been stressed about coming out. And then I realized how stressed out you've been about it.
That's true. That's true.
Boys. Past 11.
Interrupted.
Couldn't have let them off. Pretty sure I did the exact same thing at that age. Sneaking around like that with a boy. You never did anything like that.
Did they have something? Possibly?
Oh, when you don't figure out you're gay into your late 20s.
Okay.
Beautiful gay teenage experiences.
He's being so open about it, too.
Probably a bit late for me to have any youthful moments of discovery.
It's never too late. Never too late.
Don't think there's an age limit on those, to be honest.
Yeah.
You flirting with me?
Maybe.
Definitely.
Come on. We should head back.
He also looks like a little kid.
They are going to be a handful today.
More than usual?
Oh my god.
What is it? That is hilarious. How many books will he bring back after the trip? Holy. You need a suitcase, dude.
You sure you're okay with me borrowing this? As long as you don't steal it like the last 3 you borrowed. I actually quite like that one.
I didn't steal them, I just
Never gave them back.
forgot to give them back.
Yeah.
We haven't kissed in like 2 days.
I thought it was gonna say like 2 minutes.
You did all of it.
Everything has to be perfect, Tara. She's a princess.
That's legit.
They're about to bring her in.
I think she can hear the music. Oh dang, she was surprised. Okay. What's wrong? Is she upset because people are drinking, maybe? Does she not drink?
Get out. I need to pee.
Too bad. Someone's never felt more single. Who invited him? There's no way anyone invited him.
There you are.
Oh, good timing.
To be honest, I sort of had a crush on him last year. Not anymore though. Cool.
Now I have a crush on you. Will he say it?
I do have a crush on someone else though.
He's hinting at it. It's so quiet.
Is it me?
Yes. It's like the Spark Notes version of Tau and L, much faster.
Was it bad or? I've just never kissed anyone before.
I'm sorry.
Wait, what? I thought he'd be over the moon. Is it just too much emotion? Dang, he's crying.
We keep escaping parties to hang out with each other.
Are we gonna do it every time?
Probably.
Not running away this time then.
Little different than season 1.
Sorry to interrupt. I think that it's alcohol time.
Oh, that's
That's a lot. How much has she been drinking?
Enjoy.
Someone look out for Darcy.
Parents never let me have alcohol.
Then start slow. Ben just standing alone by himself.
What? Me and my boy come in, yeah?
No.
What do you mean no? I invited you to my party.
Too bad.
What do you want?
I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
Dang, really?
I feel like I know better now. I'll never say anything like that again.
Does he really mean that?
Can we come in? No.
I mean, everyone's happy with that decision, right? But I wonder, was Harry being sincere? Does he actually feel bad or not?
Imogen got a boyfriend last year. Stop texting me.
You stop texting me.
Let's not have a big fight.
I dare Charlie to kiss
Don't say Ben.
James.
Oh dang, poor Isaac.
Because the hickey rumour. It wasn't James.
Fine. I dare Charlie to kiss Ben.
I knew it. Of course, the 2 worst possible options.
No, this game is so stupid. I'm tired anyway.
I'm surprised he showed up and they let him in, to be honest.
Who gave you the hickey? What? Can we just move on from there?
I know who it was.
Is he gonna say it? Really? Really? He's so happy.
We're dating.
Oh my god.
Dang.
I never would have guessed Nick was gay.
Yes. I'm bi actually. You want us to keep it a secret?
That's considerate to ask that.
We're okay with people knowing.
Dang, this is such a big moment. I wouldn't have thought this is how it came to be.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
It lightened the mood effectively.
I'm going to pretend I believe you have food poisoning.
I'll get you a sit back.
How much did she drink?
Why did I get into teaching?
Every teacher, I am sure, has asked himself that question.
You came out to a room full of people.
Yeah, I guess I did.
And he wasn't even really planning to do it.
Do you think everyone in school's gonna know about it?
Probably, right?
Since towelizing in the girls' room tonight, I could sleep in here with you.
He's like, no, I need more space. I really just need my space.
Hey, we're gonna have to fight. We're gonna have to fight.
Okay, you can go in.
I guess so.
I mean, Nick was going easy on you. What's up with Isaac?
I'm sorry for ruining your birthday. I wanted it to be perfect for you. Have to be perfect for you. Nobody's perfect.
I know.
I love you.
You said it.
Sounds like I don't mean it because I'm drunk. I really do mean it. It's so gross. I was just sick. I don't care.
Yeah, Darcy just has her walls up. You know, she's kind of like Chandler, uses humor to deflect real emotion.
Are you gonna report her?
She can't get in trouble for having food poisoning, can she?
She'd probably be in really big trouble otherwise, right? I mean, they would probably be in trouble too.
Suppose I'd better head down to reception, try and get some fresh sheets.
You could just share my bed.
Oh.
What was your favorite moment?
Definitely when he kissed you. All right, so that is Heartstopper Season 2, Episodes 5 and 6. More developments, more big developments. I'm going to do my best to try to remember all the big plot points because there were a lot of things that happened. But just kind of in a broader thematic sense, you know, like I've been saying, I think the last 2 reactions I said the same thing. But basically, I feel like the theme of this season was somewhat kind of like a mixed bag, how there's like both good and bad aspects to reality that sounds so obvious when I say it like that. The show is demonstrating it in a much better way than I'm breaking it down. But I also think on top of that, something that I was noticing in a lot of the storylines is just the messiness of life. And it reminds me of when Nick was kind of looking up at the painting and talking to Elle, and he was saying like, oh, you don't have to understand anything, you know, sometimes you can just feel it, you know. And I think that's a similar point to what I actually feel like is kind of a theme that's very prevalent and present in this season. You see, I use 2 smart words with P's, alliteration. I don't even know if they fully make sense in that context, but it just sounds good, so I'm going to go with it and pretend I sound smart. But it just, a few of the moments, right, they felt a little bit, I'm going to try my best to kind of break this down. They felt a little bit messy and imperfect. For example, like Tao and Elle, obviously we had some progress and things turned out better. And I just love the relief that both the characters have now that their feelings are not just on the table, but they've kind of broken through that awkwardness, that tension, just that uncertainty between the 2 of them. And now they can just kind of enjoy their time together and the fact that they're dating now. But, you know, the way that happened was not perfect, right? The road to get there was not just this straight line. There were bumps in the road, and even when it happened, you know, like Elle kissed Tao, you know, then she's apologizing, she's not certain, and then everything turned out well, obviously. But then I also think a similar thing kind of with Tara and Darcy, right? Where we have 2 people who are in a relationship, they actually do care a lot about each other, but then we have those bumps in the road, obviously, where Tara is like, hey, I love you, you didn't say it back, you know, I don't see your parents, you know, and Darcy clearly struggles with kind of opening up about serious things, talking about her feelings, probably just a difficult time being vulnerable at this point in her life. But even the way, you know, by the end of this last episode, episode 6, she did say that she loved her. Now, I'm sure that's not the ideal circumstance that Tara would have imagined to hear Darcy saying that. It's like, it's right after Darcy throws up, she's still drunk, you know, it's not the perfect circumstance, but she still says it, and it's still a good, valuable moment despite that fact. At least that's the way that I see it. And then that kind of leads up the really big moment, which I think fits perfectly kind of in this theme of writing of this season, is how Nick came out, right? Like, he had these plans to come out earlier, but then he was hesitant, and then he's scared, and then, you know, even though Charlie is very understanding this whole season and doesn't want to pressure him, the reality is that Charlie wishes that Nick could be more open, just because Charlie has that desire to just not be hiding things himself. But then the way that it came about, I really like how that happened, because it was unexpected, right? It was kind of a moment where Nick felt pressured. They were playing a game in a public party, there was drinking going on, and then it was kind of just an awkward situation, right? Where obviously it was kind of just something that Nick decided in the moment, a little bit spontaneous, like, hey, I'm coming clean. And next thing you know, he's out publicly. And it's a good moment, a big moment for him and Charlie. You know, takes courage, obviously, for Nick. He's been struggling with this the whole season. But I just like how the road to get there is messy, and it's not necessarily this perfect moment. Like, Nick didn't get up in front of the whole school and have this romantic gesture. It wasn't this grand thing, this perfect, like, rehearsed stage thing, exactly how they imagined it. And I'm sure neither of them imagined it to happen in that circumstance, but it can still be good and meaningful despite that, if that makes sense. I hope I'm breaking it down. I feel like the show is just doing this, executing this theme much better than I'm kind of explaining it. And I wonder if anyone else kind of sees those patterns as well in this season. I'd be curious, or maybe that's just something that I'm noticing, kind of reading too much into it. And then obviously we got a brief moment with Nick's father, and I definitely don't think that's the end of that plot line or that storyline, but it's tough. I feel like with Nick, you can really sense that he really wants to have a closer relationship with his father, but the reality is his father doesn't make him kind of a priority in his life, and like Nick was saying, just fundamentally doesn't know him. You know, there's a big difference between knowing a few of someone's hobbies and what they like to do and catch up on a few facts between actually knowing someone, how they feel, how they're doing. And it's sad because you really see that Nick wants more than that from his father. But I don't know exactly why, if his father just doesn't love him enough, or if he's distant, or if he has a whole emotional baggage backstory himself that makes him have a hard time expressing how he feels to his son. But I'll be curious how that storyline kind of wraps up for this season, especially because obviously they tease that he's going to be in England for a business trip. So I would bet 99% we're at least going to see one more scene, if not more, between Nick and his father. But I also think there was a close-up shot on Nick's face when he was talking about the older brother. I'm forgetting that loser's name right now. I feel like maybe Nick feels like he's not the favorite son. And that can be rough too, right? Because I think the reality is that most parents, I'm sure, some parents I feel like love their kids fairly equally as much as that is possible, but there definitely are parents who have their favorites, and it sucks when you as a kid know that you're not the favorite child, right? I'm sure there's a part of you that's wondering, like, why not? What's wrong with me? What do I need to do to get that attention? And of course, there's nothing wrong, that's the answer, but that doesn't mean you still don't feel bad about it. And then another thing too that was very interesting and kind of sad to learn about, but was Charlie and the fact that he kind of struggles with food. I'm not sure if that's a eating disorder or if it's some other thing. I'm not too well informed about that, to be honest, but I like how, understanding Nick was, obviously, hearing that. And on top of that, how Charlie is able to open up. And you really see, too, even though the first season they're really in that excitement phase of like, oh, we're finally dating, the will they, won't they, where the sparks are so strong. And not that they aren't strong now, but they're also kind of getting to really know each other better on a deeper level and be there for each other in more ways than just like, oh, I like you and I'm attracted to you. And so that's kind of cool to see that maturing and development in their relationship. But I really, really enjoyed both those episodes, and I'm definitely excited to see how this season wraps up. I mean, because the first one was successful, and I'm assuming this one is also doing well, I was speculating at the end of the first season if they're going to leave off in a cliffhanger, if they're going to wrap things up in a neat little bow. The first season did end with a very happy ending. Are we going to get a similar fairy tale wrap up, or is there going to be a mixed bag like we've kind of seen thematically with a lot of things going on this season, or possibly even a cliffhanger? Who knows? We will see. As always, if you want to watch the full reaction or see my reaction to the final 2 episodes of the season, that's out on Patreon right now. Thank you to everyone who supports there. Thank you for watching, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.